Welcome out to the Epically Geeky Show. I am your host, Eugene Stevens. We're having an interesting night tonight already, but we're going to get this show going. So let's start the show off with our opening question. And tonight's question comes from our friend Derek Gott. And tonight's question is, board games or video games? I'm going to throw it off to my friend Cyrus Martin. Cy, board games or video games?
Okay, see, I already know how this is going to go. We're going to divide the group here. But board games are great if you've got more than one person, for one thing, and also if it's a game that you have time to play, because a lot of board games take a long time. But in general, I have to say video games. But that doesn't mean that I don't like board games. It just
we're not doing the ultimate Cyrus decision of, well, does this mean that one has to absolutely go? This is just which one do you prefer to? No, we're not doing that. You just which one do you prefer to play? Board games or video games?
Board games go in the fire.
All right, wow. Fuck you. All right. And since he spoke up next, let's talk to my friend Lewis. How you doing, man? Board games or video games?
See, it would have been depend on what year you ask me.
Ooh.
So if you ask me now, at board games. Years ago, video games. So board games.
All righty. Jay, you there? You with us?
Yes, I had to take care of an issue.
Oh, shit, yes.
Okay.
Whoa, what was that?
Whoa.
What the hell? Okay, anyway, board games or video games, Jay?
Video games. It's something I can play with myself with.
Ah!
I'm a lonely
He has
man.
a different kind of board game, if you know what I mean.
Oh, jeez. Chris, board games or video games?
I don't know if I want to be here.
We ask
You're citing this
ourselves that
now?
I don't know.
How do you like being there?
Yeah, board games.
Any particular reason?
I suck at video games. I'm not good at them, and I don't like playing them.
Hey,
good
that's
enough.
NHL.
Dude, really? NHL?
I don't like hockey.
I see Ducky playing like Tetris and Zelda and
No, I played Tetris and then the original Super Mario Brothers. That's
yeah.
it. Oh, like,
And you know, what was that game like? Where you made like the little burgers and shit.
what?
Burger Time.
Burger time?
Nope.
Yeah. You got like a Canadian version. All it is like fucking waffles and maple syrup and shit.
Oh my God.
Last weekend.
Poutine, like you have to do all this stuff.
Are we
Yeah.
trying to run her off? Is that what
No, I was trying to actually elevate it.
Well, you all two are the first two to do Canadian jokes.
Okay, you
Well, I'm
D.
going to round it out. Yes.
Oh, what's your answer?
What was that?
Oh, yes, I was about to say my answer on this one. I have to go with Lewis on this and say that depending on the time of my life, I definitely would have said video games. But now, man, I freaking love board games. I'm getting to play them more and more. So, and Lou, we were talking to Lou about this earlier, or a previous time. Man, there's a lot of stuff that you can do with a board game now. Like used to, it was just you buy the board game and that was pretty much it. And of course, some people would come up with their own rules or whatever. But I actually went to a shop yesterday. I was waiting to pick up a pizza, and man, some of these board games have these awesome expansions you can buy that like totally change up the game, totally make it almost a completely different experience. And it's like you can do so much stuff with board games. But I mean, I enjoy it. My wife has started playing a few board games with me. I've got some family members that are moving closer to here, and they enjoy doing it. It's just, yeah, I'm board games all the way right now. So.
And there are board games designed for single player as well.
That's true. That's true. Oh, and I've even heard there's a game. I don't remember what it's called right offhand. I think is it Pandemic Legacy? Anyway, there's one that literally, as you play the game, it continuously changes, and you can only literally like play it once. So. Like, and you have to keep buying the expansions, but it's like literally you have to do it. It's almost like real time, so it adds a whole layer of stress to it. And I'm like, wow, that sounds freaking awesome. That would be something awesome to do, like at the guys' weekend.
The fact that you're playing a board game by yourself just shows how lonely you are.
This is what I was gonna say. Like, you said there's board games designed to play by yourself, and I was like, look, that sounds great, right? But it sounds really depressing. Like if you see some dude sitting there playing video games by himself, it's like, oh, he's playing video games. But if you see somebody sitting at his table with all the stuff and he's all alone, the house is empty, and he's like
Playing
and he's
Battleship
just
by himself.
playing the game, and then he wins, and he's like, I won, and there's no one there, and it's like, oh,
But do you really win?
I feel bad for
And
the
tell
guy.
me how this is, and tell me
know,
how
right?
is this different than playing single player by yourself with the home is empty or whatever. You're like, yay, I beat the level. Oh, that's right, I'm by myself.
I'm
Wow,
playing
dude.
with 12-year-olds and I'm 40.
I'm just saying.
Wow, you're being really judgmental right now.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's talk about tonight's topic. Tonight's topic, we're going to play a little game I kind of came up with on the fly called Mashup. If you've ever gone to the movies or watched some of the trailers and sat there and thought, how the hell did they come up with this? Like, you've got this and this actor and this, none of this goes together. Why is this a movie? How did they come up with this? We're going to kind of do our own version of that, and we're going to call that Mashup. What's going to happen is I've got 3 dice, and I have assigned 3 different items to each of the dice. I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to give each player their assignment. They're going to be given 60 seconds to come up with whatever it is on the fly, and then we're going to discuss it. And tonight's version of Mashup, the first dice that I roll is going to be a classic movie monster. Frankenstein, the creature from the Black Lagoon, the Blob, the Mummy, Dracula, or the Wolfman. The second dice I roll is going to be the genre: comedy, drama, action, romance, sci-fi, or mystery. And the third dice that I roll is going to be the media. It's going to be either a movie, TV show, book, video game, comic, or if you roll a 6, it'll be wild, and you get to choose whichever one of those 5 you want to use.
I want wild.
You don't get to choose. All right. Would anyone like to volunteer to go first?
I'll go first.
I'll go last.
I'll go second
Okay.
to last.
Well, no guts, no glory, right?
Didn't even ask for volunteer for last.
I don't give a shit. I volunteered for it.
Yeah, okay.
He was volunteering. Yeah. There you go.
Everything's fine.
Stepping up to the plate's what I call it.
All right, Cyrus. I'm rolling your dice, and here you go. Your assignment is number 6 for your first dice. So you get the Wolfman, and the Wolfman is going to be starring in a number
Porno.
3, which is a action movie. Or I'm sorry, an action. What is it? A number 2 TV series. So you have to come up with an action TV series starring the Wolfman. Ready? Go. All right. So while he's thinking about that, did anyone see that last Wolfman movie with what is it, Benicio del Toro? I think, is that who it was?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What did y'all think of that one? I actually liked that movie.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I think I saw parts of it, but I don't remember.
I thought it was a pretty good adaptation. I thought it was I thought it was interesting. I mean, I liked what they were kind of doing with it. I think a lot of people kind of were down on it because of the way he looked, but I mean, he looked more like the traditional Wolfman. I think a lot of people get the Wolfman and werewolves, they're kind of different things. I mean, they're very much alike, but they're really kind of different things, and I think they got them confused. So, they were expecting more of the more, I guess you'd say the more
Twilight?
modern. Yes, I was going to say, but I mean, even that's something different. That's technically was it lycanthrope, I think is what it's called, something like that. So,
Gay.
but yeah, all right, we'll go with that. And all right, Cyrus, what do you got for us? We have the Wolfman action TV show.
This Thursday on CBS, Wolfman MacGyver. He can fix anything with human body parts while he fights against racism in the Deep South. Wolfman every week tackles a new issue of racism as he is challenged by the sheriffs and deputies and the lynch mobs. And then he tries to get a library card and has to deal with that. Wolfman, where will he live? Nowhere. No one wants the Wolfman living next to them. How will he overcome all his adversities? And what body parts will he use to escape the trap set for him by those wily Southern cops. Thursday, 7 p.m.
You did say cops, right?
Yes.
First of all, I have to applaud this. This is already looking good. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so let's start off here. I have a few questions. So does everyone know he's the Wolfman? Is it like is
Oh, yeah.
basically being the Wolfman a stand-in for like being a different race or?
He's basically Chewbacca. Like, he doesn't
Okay.
have a human form. He's just the wolf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
Okay,
yes,
cool. I didn't know if he was like.
yes, the show
I didn't know if they
is-
knew he was the Wolfman or what or.
No, he looks totally different. Everyone's aware. He's famous. He's the Wolfman. Everybody, that's his name. And, you know, and we tackle these issues on a weekly basis of how people deal with, you know, him being around, and they hide their kids, and, you know, he's like, I'm just like you, but he's not, you know, because he eats people. But, you know, so it's actually a two-sided issue. It's like, yes, there's all this racism against the Wolfman, but maybe, you know, people have real issues, and the issue is he does actually eat people, and we also have to deal with that too. So he's not a perfect hero, you know.
See, at first I wasn't sure if like you were going for like maybe it was like a period piece and he was black and in the South and just happened to be the Wolfman, but I like this better. This is a good idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of
So-
parallels that you'll run into with racism. You know, like you'll go into a small town and they'll have a sign that says, Wolfman better not catch himself here after sundown, or some shit like that.
There you go. Yeah.
You know, they'll have you know, parallels to real world stuff. You know,
Gotcha.
it's a real thought provoking, you know, piece.
Yeah, sounds like it.
All right. So the question is, would y'all watch this? I'm thinking, sure, I'd watch at least the pilot. I'd give it a shot.
I'll wait for the
Blue?
Netflix pilot.
I only care what Ducky thinks.
Oh my god.
All right, Chris, would you greenlight this? Would you watch this?
If it was funny.
I could make
Oh, so
it
if you're
funny.
saying if it was a comedy instead
Yeah,
of
if
an
it was
action
like,
movie,
a satire.
It would be like MASH. There would be episodes where it's real serious, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there'll be a laugh track.
Cleaner
And-
comes in.
oh my god,
Dresses
a laugh track, seriously?
yes. And you'll be like, so we're laughing now? You know, you ever watch MASH and you have that like, oh, so now it's funny?
Exactly. Yes. I thought this was a comedy. What happened?
I liked MASH.
Well, I'm not saying anything bad about MASH. I'm just saying, you know, it was a comedy set in anyway. Alrighty then. I think you get a win on that one. Good work, Cyrus.
What does Dave say? I mean, what does Ducky say?
Yes, I
She's-
would, as long as it's funny.
Yes.
All right, there you go.
She's too kind.
All right, so next up, Chris, do you want to take this or do you want me to?
Sure, I'll go.
Alrighty, cool. Let's see here. So your first die is
Oh, dear.
1. So you get Frankenstein,
Yay.
and it's going to be a romance.
Oh, even better.
And you also get a number 2, so it's also a TV series. So you have to come up with the Frankenstein romance TV show.
Man,
Ready?
I'm kind of thinking.
Go.
Hold on. Oh,
That would have been
I was
great.
gonna say-
No. She's going. She's going.
I
going.
was gonna say,
Yeah.
since Cy did a TV show, you should roll again just to do something different. But anyway.
Well, I wanted to make it completely random, but so anyway, while she's thinking about that,
Okay.
so what do y'all think? Did any of y'all see that last Frankenstein movie that came out, the I Frankenstein with what's his face in it?
Yeah, I did. With the guy that played
Aaron Eckhart.
Harvey Dent. Yeah.
Isn't that supposed
Yeah,
to be
that's-
like modern day or something?
You know
like
what?
that?
It was made by the people that made Underworld. It was him. He was.
It looks very underworldish.
No, it was very similar. It actually had a lot of the same actors too, and it actually wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. It was a good monster flick. It was fun. You know, it was entertaining.
You know what? You and I have had that conversation before. Why does everything have to be this grand epic nowadays? Why can't it just be a good popcorn movie? You go in, watch it, enjoy it, and be done with it.
I
Yeah.
put it I'd put it right under Schindler's List.
Oh God! All right, and with that,
Wow.
Chris, you ready to present the Frankenstein romance TV series?
Okay, so it would be set in modern day time, and Frankenstein's
Okay.
monster would work in a modern day freak show because that's the only work he can get. And he starts to fall in love with this sweet daughter of the man who owns the freak show, and it's about he can't fall in love with her because she's forbidden because it's his boss's daughter, and she doesn't know how she feels about him because he's so hideous, but he's sweet, and yeah, so that. I've been reading a lot of romance novels lately.
So it'd be on
Well,
Lifetime.
there you
right?
go.
It sounds
Yeah, it
like
would be on Lifetime or like
sounds
W
like-
Network, or maybe Oprah would pick it up.
it sounds like my life, actually.
Oh God! So are you saying you're going to audition for this part, Cyrus? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying I'm kind of getting creeped out. It sounds kind of like. She did watch my videos, right?
I did. By the way,
I don't remember revealing that much. Jeez.
Okay.
So any idea of anything else you want to flesh it out? Is it okay? So you said you said she's kind of falling in love, but she's not sure about him. I take it he's not violent. He's very
No, he's very sweet because in the book he doesn't want to be violent. He just wants to be understood, and these people keep
right.
turning away from him and freaking out, and he doesn't know how to control himself.
So at any time, like maybe in the second or third season, is the doctor that made him gonna show up? Is that you think that'll play in anywhere?
Yeah, because then that would add a whole nother level of drama, and he wants the girl too. So then you have
Ooh, salty,
there we
salty.
go.
Ooh, it's just like Scandal.
never seen
I take it Cy hasn't either. I can't wait to explain this to my wife and go, oh yeah, it's about Frankenstein, and he works in a freak show, and there's this chick that's falling in love with him, but then the doctor comes back, and Cy says it's just like Scandal. Is that true? She's going to look at me like, what? Alrighty. Let's see here. So for me, I'm going to take, I've got The Mummy.
Wait a minute.
And The Mummy is in
I thought
a sci-fi.
What? I thought
What?
I thought we were all supposed to say what we thought. I mean,
Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. So what did you think, Cyrus?
I thought it was amazing. I can't wait to see it.
Ass kisser.
I can't tell if you're actually being genuine or you're being like.
No, Ducky,
sarcastic.
I am a genuine
He's
asshole.
he's
But
like
not,
both at the same time.
But I'm not an asshole to you. I am an asshole to all these other motherfuckers.
So I get spared.
Yes.
Oh dear. Okay. Thank
I have to be nice because A, you're Canadian, and B, I feel like I've been an asshole before, so I'm trying to.
You should feel that way.
Yeah, I'm trying to overcome that.
Oh, okay. Well, good for you.
Okay.
I felt bad
Let
about
the hate
my.
flow through you.
I felt bad about my little animated picture that got misunderstood on.
Oh no, that was funny. No.
I was like, no, I wasn't calling you an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm the idiot sandwich.
How many times has he sat there in the mirror and said that?
I know, right?
It's part of my morning routine.
I was going to say it's part of his morning routine.
It's actually.
I'll be honest.
It's actually part of my yearly review at work also.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would not watch this just because I see this being a CW TV show, and I don't have any time to add any additional shows.
That's okay.
Yes, this is totally a CW, Vampire Diaries.
No, you're totally wrong. I
think this could have a lot of production value, and
no. Let me tell you what I was thinking. I was thinking
Okay.
like Masterpiece Theater PBS. That's what I was thinking. You talk about production value.
Oh, so you're talking more Downton Abbey.
Yeah, I'm talking like this week.
Ah.
Frankenlove. or whatever it's.
Oh
you know,
no, that's terrible.
It has to be something. Listen.
Okay.
Frankenstein writes another poem as he attempts to put his feelings down on paper, but he's too afraid to, once again, to present them. And his vindictive boss finds out about the poem and tears it up and reads it in front of the entire room, humiliating him, and then sends Frankenstein to mop up all the I don't know, the garage floors. And while he's down there, she comes down and sees him, and you could do this whole thing anyway. But yeah, it's real dramatic. You got to be like real, just super dramatic, I think it could be awesome. And there's fog for some reason. There's always fog. And she talks out loud, but she's talking to herself. Oh no!
Oh, like a soda.
There he is again in the basement. Have I done this to him, or has he done this to us?
I am so sorry we almost skipped over this. I am so sorry we almost skipped over this.
Somebody else go.
The boss shows up. I made you, Frankenstein, and I can destroy you. Stay away from her. Stay away. Remember who I am. I am the better one. I am the man. You are the beast. Mop again, you bastard.
All right.
And he's like talking to her. She comes down. She's got her hands on his face, wiping away his tears. And he's like, I fear that one day I shall go too far. And this.
Oh my God! So he's like very well educated.
Yes.
Yeah, so Frankenstein has a very great vocabulary.
Awesome.
One day.
I was afraid you were gonna say he's like fire bad.
No, he's like super articulate.
You want woman?
Have you fire bad?
I was picturing the Frankenstein from Saturday Night Live.
Wow.
She's like in love with him, and she's all compassionate towards him, and then when it's his turn to talk, boobies.
No, have you seen Penny Dreadful? Has anybody seen Penny Dreadful?
No, not yet. I want to watch it.
Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, the Frankenstein from Penny Dreadful.
That's exactly who I had in mind. See?
Yes, see? Oh my God, Cyrus.
That's what I was getting at. I was getting at Masterpiece Theater. Exactly.
Oh.
Y'all need to watch Penny Dreadful.
I do want to watch it.
The Frankenstein in that is fantastic.
Is that a movie or a TV show?
It's a show on Showtime.
It's
Yeah.
really great. It's really great.
Okay.
But there are some things you might not be comfortable with.
Like what?
How far have you watched?
All right, let's move on. Okay, so when we last checked back with Eugene, I had The Mummy doing a sci-fi, and my media is I got book, so I have to do the sci-fi. Okay, sci-fi mummy book. All right, ready, set, go. Y'all talk.
Okay, so anyway, I think the new Independence Day movie should be about mummies. I don't know.
Well, Will Smith was a little hurt that his character got written off.
He was sad.
He says that.
I don't think he actually was, though.
I think he. Well,
I heard that way back they were pitching scripts for a part 2, and he turned them down, and so I guess nothing ever came of it.
There's a reason there hasn't been a sequel in 20 years, okay? And it's Will Smith. So to come out and act like all incredulous now and be like, well, what do you mean you killed my character? Like, asshole, we've been trying to make a sequel for 2 generations of actors, and you were like, no. And finally we got the studio to just go ahead and do it without you. Like, God, can you imagine how long they've been trying to get that made?
20 years.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to imagine. You can actually do the timeline. It should have happened a long time ago, but he didn't want to do it. He didn't want nothing to do with it. So,
All right, I'm ready. Okay, so I have the Mummy sci-fi book. All right.
all right.
So here you go. So
Okay, before you start, audiobook or regular book?
Oh well, it would be in both, and I think the audio version we're going to do the audio version kind of like they do the Star Wars book, a lot of the Star Wars books, and it's actually going to be somewhat more performed. So you have sound effects, and music, and stuff. So it'll be pretty awesome. Anyway, so because it'll go along with it. So the Mummy sci-fi book is basically they find a new. We're going to set it in contemporary times. We're going to, say that all of a sudden we have found this new pyramid, and we find, there's mummies in it or whatever, and we get to, we're doing the new testing and stuff on these mummies, and we're starting to find out that these mummies they're not human. Like, we don't know where they're coming from. And as they keep going deeper and deeper into this pyramid, they're finding more and more stuff that just should not be there. Like, some of the walls start becoming like more metallic in nature. The hieroglyphs are they're still there. They're for the most part kind of like they were in most of the other pyramids, but some of them are getting really odd. The structure's just, it's not right. There's radiation signals that are coming in. They have no clue what's going on. And as they're going through the book, they just keep, more and more people are like, what the hell's going on here? Is there, is there something, has someone mutated these? Or what happened here? And of course, being sci-fi, it has to be aliens. The crux of society, everything started with aliens, and this is like the original pyramid. They came down, they started civilization, and everything else kind of came around that. And the book is basically how they're digging this up and finding it out. And of course, at some point, the mummies have to start reanimating, because they're not just, they're aliens. They can do that. That's their thing. So, anyway, thoughts.
Stargate.
If
Exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking.
If there's any author, who would be the author be?
Oh, jeez, man. I don't even.
I have a suggestion.
Okay, go.
Michael Crichton, because he'll start filling in actual science, like plausible science, to try to explain it.
Crichton would have been good.
Guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's
He's
dead.
dead, dude.
Crichton would have been
Anyone
good, though.
At any time.
Spoiler alert.
Now.
Spoiler, he's dead.
Him
Who's
dead.
dead?
I'm trying to think. I don't know of another. I don't know anyone else right offhand. That's still alive. That kind of writes in that style. So.
I would have that guy that wrote 50 Shades of Grey. Like,
It was a chick, number one.
Dr.
I don't know, whoever it was.
Dr. Seuss, really?
Dr. Seuss. Not in the plane, not in the train. That's like aliens and
So thoughts? Would anyone read this book?
It sounds very much like the movie Alien vs. Predator, where they're going into the giant pyramid and they keep finding all this stuff. And then it's also kind of a mixture of Stargate, and I just see George Lucas all over this. That's who would write this. This would be a George.
See, Stargate's what originally jumped into my. Well, of course, the first thing that jumped in my mind was the actual Mummy movies, and I was like, no. I mean, granted, the first one was okay, but anyway, I was trying to stay away from that. And then the next thing that I was like, well, sci-fi, and then I thought Stargate, and I was like, okay, well, let me kind of skirt that as much as I can, but I kind of have to kind of getting sucked back into it. And then, I didn't even think about,
I'm just imagining that, like George Lucas. I really wanted to write a book this time, and
screw this whole movie thing,
I thought it was really fun.
So
Yeah.
how all the movies turned out. I'm going to book.
Yeah.
I really like my characters. There's one that's like real silly, and he says a bunch of fun things. The kids will love it.
Jar Jar.
We sit in the pyramid.
He is the mummy.
Oh God. Alrighty.
We
All right, Lewis,
go
so you-
into the planet core.
Oh boy.
All right, Lewis, you ready?
All right, go for it.
All right. Let's see here. You have Dracula, and Dracula is doing a
Ooh, what's he doing?
mystery. And you got the wild card. So, what would you like it to be? A movie, TV, book, game, or comic?
Board game. Board game. Board game.
No,
I said
I'm
not board game.
games. No.
I said movie, TV, book, video game, or comic
Well,
book.
why not board game?
Okay, fine. It's the board game. You can make the board game if you want.
That's gay.
Okay, so it was Dracula and what was this?
A Dracula mystery.
Mystery.
This week on What is it? What is it? They have that mystery show on PBS.
I was gonna say, if you want to make it easy on yourself, I would do a TV series.
Yeah, I was thinking TV.
Okay, so here you go. So you're going to do the Dracula Mystery TV series. Go. All right.
I know what we do. Sherlock Holmes. It'd be like starring Benedict Cumberbatch or whatever his name is.
That's his name. You're
Oh,
right.
That is his name. You
got it
actually
right.
got it right.
Yes. Yes.
Which, by the way, did anyone watch the Christmas special that came out? Because
I did. Yes.
how was it?
Oh, I loved it. It was
What?
amazing.
Christmas special?
Yeah.
Yes, they did a Christmas special, and it's the characters, but they actually set it in the traditional time period for.
No, it makes sense. That's all I'll say.
Was this on TV?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, on that old thing that they broadcast and it comes out that box.
Really? You are the one all talking at Masterpiece Theater, and now you're bagging on PBS.
I say this because one time I was trying to talk to you about a radio show that I was listening to on the way to work, and you're like, "Radio? What's that? That box?"
Oh yes, well.
Oh, people listen to the old-timey radio.
Well, sorry, it just sounded funny coming from you because radio.
I don't know if you're aware
Anyway,
of this. I don't know if you're aware of this, but a lot more people listen to radio than listen to these shows that we do.
oh, I understand that. It's just, and a lot of people still watch terrestrial television too. But
Wow. Fair enough. Fair
Just-
enough. So what
All
was this show on regular TV? It was
It was on It's a British show, but it was airing on PBS. All right, so Lewis, are you ready to go?
All right, ready to go.
I was asking questions.
His time was up. Go on, Lewis, go.
All right, so it's a mystery
Mm-hmm.
TV show, but it's not on TV. It's an internet-only show.
Okay.
And it's a reality
Netflix.
show. So Dracula is the actual killer of a person's loved one. So they call the show to try to find out who did it. He actually did it, but nobody knows that. So since it's a reality show, he goes to their house or wherever the murder happened and takes them through trying to solve the mystery a la Clue. And that's about all I got.
Okay, so he actually kills people.
He's the actual killer.
He's the killer, and they call him thinking he's the investigator.
Yeah, because he's the host of the show. Let's see.
I'm trying to figure this out. This sounds interesting. I'm almost with you. I'm almost there.
I'm getting there.
I'm getting there too. I'm
I'm
almost
almost.
there.
See, I was thinking almost. The reality TV is throwing me a little off. I was almost thinking, what if you were taking a spin on this like Dexter and like
never saw Dexter.
he's okay. Well,
I
Dexter
think
was
like
like a
Freddy
killer.
style. Dracula and
What
the
were you
Big
gonna say?
Was.
Oh, okay, yeah, Dexter. I heard about it. Never watched it, but I get you.
No, see, look, this is the way I'm kind of taking this. Okay, so Dracula is a sadistic motherfucker, for one thing. Okay, so he likes to go kill people, and he goes and he murders people. He's like a serial killer, but he's a vampire. He's a vampire serial killer, and he's killing all these people. But he's also like the lead investigator on the police force.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, like, when the people call in the investigation, he makes it into a game because he's a sadistic motherfucker. And he's just
It's like America's Most Wanted. And
he's like leaving clues for him and shit.
Exactly.
Oh, you're saying okay?
Exactly.
So you're still saying you want to do the reality TV thing, and you're saying he's the fucking host? Like he's actually like clearly this blood stain here is from when someone like punctured the neck, and I mean just really would have splattered. You're talking about that kind of sadistic bastard.
I've seen this blood pattern before.
Yeah. So tell me about your daughter and why would she have been walking in the middle of the night here in this place? Does she normally wear this type of clothes? That kind of stuff. I noticed she's holding that teddy bear. Tell me the story of the teddy bear. Just like, oh my God.
So does the audience know it's him, or I'm assuming so, right?
Well, there's a live chat going on as the show progresses.
Okay.
It's like on
This
Twitch.
is very meta.
This might be getting a little bit out of hand here. But I'm with you.
It's non-traditional. See, they can never get away with it on regular broadcast TV. nobody would take that risk, so you had to do it out of pocket. Live stream it.
We also have to have an actual serial killer vampire.
Yeah.
And be willing
He's
to...
like, yeah, sure, no problem.
You don't believe Dracula's alive?
Huh? What? Oh, I forgot Lou's Mexican.
I said Dracula, not Triple Copper.
Yeah.
Anything.
That was a horrible moment I was trying to have there. But
I mean, he was last seen in San Francisco or New Orleans. Pick one of the two.
Yes, there you go.
I couldn't watch it because it would creep me out. It would really freak me out.
But there's actually no blood and gore. He ain't have enough money for that. So
no, but the idea of it.
Oh my god.
What?
No blood or gore. It's literally.
No, you don't have to have money. It's a reality show. You just.
But see, they don't know he's actually dead. The family members are, that he actually did it.
But if the audience members know that he did it, yeah, it would creep me out. I don't think I could watch it. It would give me nightmares.
This is something that's odd enough that like I can see like this would be the next thing that would get like a movement on Twitter, kind of like that show Serial did. Like this would be people debating. Like we would actually have legitimate people debating. Is he a really fucking vampire? Like there would be people calling out and saying we need to get this guy tested, and be like, dude, it's a joke. It's not real. Like this would be the modern equivalent of the fucking Blair Witch thing. Like people would be like, no, it's real. It's serious.
They tried to do a reality show years and years ago about a serial killer on the East Coast that was in a small town, and they had all these people come. I don't know if you remember that.
No, I don't.
Oh, this was like 2001 or something. This was crazy, a long time ago. It's kind of a fun show, but I don't know. Maybe you could do something like that where you have all the people come and they're all staying in one house, and it's like Dracula's house or whatever. I don't know how you do this. The more I'm talking about it, I'm like, this is crazy. I don't know.
This is definitely, you are definitely right. This is definitely something that belongs on the internet, because I don't see this happening anywhere but on the internet. But then it could actually take off and be kind of cool. So,
I want to know what.
Interesting.
I want to know what Jay thinks.
Jay, thoughts?
His microphone's off.
Yeah, I know. Trying to call him back. Don't know if he's coming back. He got scared. He didn't want. He doesn't want to come back and do his.
Vampires!
Oh, there he is.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm here. Was I supposed to be paying attention?
Yes.
There's vampires.
Oh God.
And
All right. So
That's
what do you
Telltale.
All right, Jay. Are you ready for your assignment?
Not really, but fuck yeah,
All
I'll
right.
give it a try.
We're gonna give it a try. So you get the creature from the Black Lagoon, and you get a comedy. This is gonna be right up your alley. And you are doing a movie. You are doing the Creature from the Black Lagoon comedy movie. Ready,
That sounds
set,
fun. Damn.
go. All right.
So he's putting it together. He's milking that cow, getting all the milking that cow. Ugh.
What? Seriously?
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. What was? I mean, has anyone here actually seen the original Creature of the Black Lagoon movie?
Yes.
No.
I don't think I have.
Black and white, old school.
Yeah.
They use that weird instrument that's not really an instrument for the music. It's like
Theremin?
I don't know what it's called. Who are you calling a theremin? No. I don't know. Yeah, probably that's what it's called. That weird. It's like electronic.
Weird electronic sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a theremin. Yeah.
Yeah, they use that for the music, and yeah, I've seen that. It was strange, like those old 50s, horror movies. They're not scary. They're just weird. They're just like, I don't know.
See, what do you think about them trying to bring all of those back as like a movie universe, kind of, a la the Avengers?
Absolutely. If you did it right, if you do it the right way, if you
the first one's supposed to be that Dracula Untold movie that just came out a few years ago.
Oh,
Like that's supposed to be the genesis, and then they're going to build off of that.
That was a good movie. I really liked that.
I haven't seen it.
It was
I haven't
very.
seen it yet either.
I haven't seen
It
it
was a
either.
good take on the
I want
Dracula.
to see that though. Didn't that have somebody famous in it. I'm trying to remember. Like, I remember seeing the trailer, and there's like this scene where he goes in this cave and he meets the old vampire or something, and
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
somebody plays that old vampire. I thought it was really cool, but I can't remember who. Anyway, never.
Is this a movie or a TV show?
It's a movie.
Oh.
Alrighty, Jay. Are you ready to go?
No.
All right. Well, what do you have so far? Are you calling us from the past? What is the sound I'm hearing?
Fuck if I know.
I think Jay's a little frustrated, and it's your fault, Eugene.
Screw you, hippie.
No, it's retarded fucking people I deal with daily. It's their fault.
Again, Eugene. It isn't. That would be my fault.
Yes.
All right. So, Creature of the Black Lagoon comedy movie.
Why it gotta be the Black Lagoon?
Why can't it be a clear lagoon?
Very, very. This ties into mine now. Racism.
It's about the creature from the Black Lagoon, and he battles racism in the South.
Him and the Wolfman get together.
It's kind of like how they do the Flash and Arrow, and they mash them together every fucking week. The creature from the Black Lagoon works at SeaWorld.
Okay.
Oh, that's all I got.
That's actually not a bad genesis.
Wasn't this a comedy? I thought it was a
yes,
comedy.
it's a comedy. So who do you think we need to helm this? Is this a what is his name that like
Jerry Bruckheimer.
no that does all the stoner movies nowadays.
Seth Rogen?
Seth Rogen, yes. Is this a Seth Rogen vehicle that we're looking at here? Does he either play the creature or is he like the creature's best friend?
My God. No,
The creature's a stoner.
You get that dude from Superbad to play.
Jonah Hill.
Yes.
Oh my God, Jonah Hill as the creature of the Black Lagoon?
No, Seth Rogen.
Now you're talking.
Seth Rogen's the creature from the Black Lagoon. Jonah Hill's a fucking walrus or something at Sea Park.
Wow.
So is this animated or are they like in actual suits?
No, real. It's like CGI'd all up like Attack of the Clones. Like,
No,
Yeah.
they're in a gimp suit, but with their face cut out so you can see their face.
Oh my God, I'm eating too much fish. Oh, I've got to stop. I know I need to, but I can't. I just love the fish. Can I have
This is
yours?
totally going to be a stoner movie. Yeah, this is totally going to be a stoner movie.
Creature from the Black Lagoon. What the hell kind of name is that? Where did you come from? I come from the Antarctic.
So are they still fighting racism? Because they'll have to be in blackface or something.
No, they could be racist to each other. Like it'd be like the
Walrus
creature
and monster,
Yeah.
creatures.
Okay, so what does James Franco play? Because you know Franco's going to have to show up if this is a Seth Rogen vehicle.
James Franco. He would play like.
Is he the trainer? Is he the trainer, maybe?
The gay trainer.
Okay.
And the one, just for some irony, how a white guy is playing the creature from the Black Lagoon. The black guy that's from Hot Tub Time Machine and
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
this in, yeah. He can be like a polar bear that's there. Since we're white.
This is, the more you explain this, the more this actually sounds like something they would come up with. Like, I think we've actually stumbled on Hollywood's ideal of how to come up with movies now.
Hey, this is my ice. Y'all are in the water. Y'all are water creatures. Get off my ice. Only white creatures are on the ice. It's a disguise. I'm white. The ice is white. It makes sense.
I would watch this. I'm going to tell you right now, I would watch this. Maybe not in the theater, but I would definitely. And here's the funny thing: Christy would watch this with me because we fucking love those movies for some reason. Like that's just.
And as a special cameo guest, the owner of the park is and I just forgot his name. Never mind.
No, what's it? No, describe him. Who is he?
Tracy Morgan.
No, the guy from Ridiculous Six, Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Oh my
No,
God! Yeah.
he would not be in any movie I did.
Oh, I got.
Oh.
Adam Sandler would be the janitor who's mopping up everywhere. Dude, that'd be awesome. Mop, 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 all day long.
It would be the
Hello,
it would be the
Mr.
return of Adam Sandler. Like
Yes,
this is what would bring him back.
Hello, Mr. Polar Bear. Goes along. Hello, Mr. Walrus. Hello, Mr. Creature from the Black Lagoon.
And then at some point, someone is trying to do something. He has to do the "you can do it," and like everyone will be like, "Yes, it's Adam Sandler is back."
Oh, Rob Schneider. Who would he? He would. Play
Oh, yeah,
like-
yeah.
He's like a real shitty cocky penguin.
Yeah, he'd be a penguin. A penguin. That'd be perfect. You can do it.
I'm so watching this movie.
Absolutely.
I don't know why. I just love those fucking movies.
I got the whole plot now. It's all coming to me. Like you've got all these animal rights activists who try to break them all out of the sea park because
But they don't want to leave. But they don't want to leave.
Right, but all the animal rights activists go to get together and they watch that movie Blackfish, and like they get out of the movie and they're all pissed off. They're like, we've got to do something to protect these animals. Like that movie pissed me off. Let's go to the sea park and rescue them. They're like, this sounds like a great plan, and they just go do it. They don't. Like they come up with it right then. And so they all like break into the park and they're like, what do we do? They're like, I don't know. We got to find a way to get them out of here. And they're like. And the creature of the Black Lagoon's like, what's happening? And the polar bear's like, I don't know, I'm afraid. I've never been afraid. I'm a giant bear. But these stoners are scaring me. And like...
Now, who plays the stoners?
It could be the guys from Harold and Kumar.
Yeah.
Okay, so do they succeed? Like, is the movie they succeed and like take most of the animals, and the creature from the Black Lagoon and like the polar bear have to like get them and bring them back?
They're trying to get them out of the park, but the creature from the Black Lagoon finally discovers his purpose in life, which is to scare the shit out of people. So he stops them by scaring them and accidentally killing some of them. You know. And then,
it's a comedy. So.
And then Adam Sandler has to clean it up and feeds the pieces to the polar bear. And that's how they bond. You know, I never really liked you, creature from the Black Lagoon, but since you fed me people, I think we've really bonded. You know, you have a moment like that.
Yeah, the movie starts off as their adversaries.
Right.
Let me ask you, creature, do you bleed?
It's how,
you know what? Call it done, ladies and gentlemen. We can fucking sell this. Like, we got to make sure copyrighted. This is, Epically Geeky show. We got your next movie right here. All right. Well, we are actually hitting close to an hour mark. So, how do y'all feel? Just kind of round the table. How do y'all feel? Did y'all like this? Is this a game? We could do different variations. Y'all like to do again?
No.
I thought it was fun at the end. I thought Jay came strong. Or I think we all came strong for Jay. Or somebody was coming. What?
That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she
I
said.
couldn't come up with any ideas.
There was a lot of strength. Strength. I don't know. What do you think, Becky? Do you approve?
Of this, yes.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Just for you, Cyrus.
Well, now that we got the Canadian seal of approval.
Well, then, yeah, that just means...
I want an actual Canadian seal of approval.
I think she could mail you one somehow.
It'd be like a maple leaf with a...
beaver on it.
Like,
yeah.
You know how like in the old days...
Wait, don't say that word around Jay.
Whoa, yeah. In the old days,
Something completely different.
They take like wax and they pour it and then they seal. Like, I imagine like maple syrup, and then you take the maple leaf and you press down and it makes the impression. And now
That's not how maple syrup works, dude.
It's a fucking beaver riding a moose carrying a maple leaf.
I'm
And a
sorry.
hockey
Mountie
stick.
hat on.
I don't know things.
No.
I'm sitting here seriously thinking about how I can do this and mail it to Cy because it would be awesome. All right.
This package is really wet.
I'm gonna try to find a place that makes like the rubber stamp molds where you can just stamp all your shit.
I know, right?
And that's how I'm gonna describe it. I want a fucking beaver riding a moose with a Mountie hat.
Please
maple
take
leaf
out
and a
your
hockey
phone
stick.
and record yourself as you do this because I want to see the guy's expression.
Wow.
What's funny is he's going to get some guy who's totally straight laced and he's just like, okay. Now is the beaver on the moose or is he below? Yeah.
He's like, I got you. Hang on. Beaver.
A battle cry? Like, how's the...
Come back in 3 days. I'll
Oh,
have
you
some
know
SketchUp for
what'd be
you.
crazy if he's like, yeah, I got that already. Hang on.
Exactly.
He's like,
Oh, you mean the Canadian seal of approval? Yeah, we got that.
we got a couple different variations. Let me show you.
We got the. You can do the kind of what do they call it? Embossing the paper stamps.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You want the regular or the deluxe?
It's like a notary.
Exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's wrap up the show with our picks and pans. I'm gonna go ahead and go first on my pick for the week, and some of the new shows. It's after the winter break, and most of the shows are kind of picking back up. And there's a show I just adore. My wife and I love watching. It's called The Goldbergs. It's a comedy that comes on ABC. It's about a family set in the 1980s, and it is so spot on to so much of the stuff in the 80s. They've really done their homework on this show, and that's one of the things that I really love about it. One of the episodes in particular, the youngest boy, who's kind of the voice of the show itself, is talking. His older siblings tell him that he's getting old. He's too old to play with the toys that he has or whatever. And as they pan around his room, like they have everything. Like they have the G.I. Joe flag, the ship. They have actual 1980s Transformers, Thundercat. I mean, just everything. It is so spot on. But the ideas that they come up with for some of the shows, they actually kind of hit home. Like there was one particular episode where he's talking about how one of the most traumatic things in his life was going to see Transformers the movie in the theater and was just blown away that they killed Optimus Prime. And then when they did that, he immediately started thinking about the mortality of his grandfather, who was his hero. That could not have been written more for me, because Optimus Prime was my hero and my grandfather was my hero. And Christy was literally kept looking over me going, "Are you okay? Are you gonna cry or anything?" I'm like, "No, it's fine. It's okay." But
you okay? You gonna cry? You gonna cry? I can see it.
Me and this dude should this guy and I should have been like best friends growing up. Like, I love this show. If you grew up in the 80s, at least catch a couple of episodes because it is so funny and so good. It's called The Goldbergs. Like I said, it's on ABC. You can of course find it, pretty much anywhere online. So, Cy, your pick or pan for the week?
Pan, which is a strange word, but one thing I don't like that I heard, I understand why they did it, but I don't know. They announced the price for the Oculus Rift that's going to be coming out. If y'all don't know what that is, it's a virtual reality device you can be able to use for your computer and stuff. It's like $600, and I think that's ridiculous. Nobody's going to buy it for $600. So that's my criticism of something that I'll announce. I'll probably do a video on that. One thing I think is awesome that I saw was they're working on a single passenger drone that flies around. You could actually, there's a drone that'll be big enough to take one person and fly up to like 30 miles. And yeah.
Well, holy fuck.
I think that's.
And you think
cool.
That will be priced reasonably?
No, but I just think that's pretty
okay.
Cool.
Okay, cool. All right.
Jeez, I'm not allowed to have an opinion. Jeez.
No, I'm just asking. Lewis, what's your pick or pan for the week?
Pick Netflix, Making a Murderer. If you haven't seen this documentary, it's like fantastic. Even if the actual, all documentaries still have a little spin to it, so there's always two sides of a story. But just the way they tell the story, it's like an hour episode, and there's like 10 episodes just for a documentary. It's like never heard of. And then on top of that, it's like a really crazy freaking story. So yeah, I'm not going to say any more. You have to watch it.
Yeah, Christy started watching it. I was doing other things, but I heard it in the background, and yeah, you're right. I can see how this definitely would get you sucked in.
You're like, wow, this guy's had all this happen to him. And then at the end of the first episode, they throw a big cliffhanger curveball, smack you in the face, and then every episode is that way.
Well, thanks. Now I know what to look forward to. Sheesh.
That didn't spoil anything. Shut up. Watch it right now. Get it.
Okay, hang on. I'm getting off. Bye.
Oh yeah. Jay, your pick or pan for the week?
Okay. My pick would be Alien Isolation. I downloaded it for Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
They actually had it on sale, so I got the game and all like 7 expansion packs for $10.
Oh, is it still on sale?
I believe so.
I may need to pick that up.
And it is a throwback to everything that you'd see like in the original Alien movie. The way that the ship's laid out, like all the technology when you go to get on a computer, it's all.
Is it really scary? Because I had a problem, like that Alien versus Predator game I did that video on, scared the shit out of me. Is it scary like that?
This game, you'll be, because there's part of it where the androids go fucking crazy.
Oh.
And like they're walking down a corridor and all you do is see these glowing red eyes. So you try to duck out of a way to kind of get away from them so they don't see you, and then all of a sudden there's an alien standing behind you. And I mean, it pops out of nowhere. It changes all the time. It's never the same.
So I would say probably no, Cyrus.
Yeah, it's fucking creepy.
I don't know, $10. That sounds like a good deal.
Yeah,
but yeah, I can't handle that shit. It gets too scary, and I'm like, I get real tense.
I like one of the expansion packs. It's called Crew Expendable, and it's the original cast from the original Alien movie. And that's who you're playing as. You're playing as Ripley with all the other characters.
See, that's really cool.
That is cool.
Damn it.
Chris, what's your pick or pan?
My pick would be we went to Michael's last week with the kids, and because Logan had a bunch of gift cards from Christmas, and I picked up these dot-to-dot books. And the number, it goes all the way up to 1,000, and I've been doing them for like the last 2 days.
I saw, like literally before we got on the show, I saw you post that on Instagram, and I was like, what is that you're doing?
Yeah, big dot-to-dot.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Connected dot book?
Connect the dots. It's a dot-to-dot.
Okay. You said
Yeah.
dot-to-dot. I was like, is that like heart-to-heart? I remember that show.
No, dot-to-dot.
Dot-to-dot's it's Canadian. Connected dots.
Dot-to-dot. It's like the show made in... No, never mind. That's horrible. I can't say that.
Is it for like
Anyway.
blind people?
I was going to say something really bad. I'm trying not to do that shit.
I think Jay already said it. Anyways, so yeah, I was wondering what it was because I'm assuming this is kind of along the same craze as the
Just
adult
coloring
coloring
books.
books.
Yeah, and I don't like I couldn't sit there and do an adult coloring book. It's too intricate.
Oh,
Not that type of
Gotta
book.
follow the
Yeah.
dick again.
Cyrus.
I'm running out of peach color.
You have an Outlander one, so I'm sure there's those pictures in there.
Oh, there are adult
That's true.
coloring books. You can order them.
I'm sure there are, but I was talking about the ones that are like of.
Hang on.
He's
I
gonna
was
try
just
to
gonna
erase
say-
them and then erase the ones he's done and send them to you.
I was just about to say Game of Thrones, but I'm sure that would probably go along the same lines. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
you have a Game of Thrones. My friend has one.
I colored them in, but I didn't actually use any crayons or anything.
there's a lot of red. There's a lot of red on the Game of Thrones. Let me just say. Lots of red. They actually give you about 10 color pencils for that one. Anyway, so very cool. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did enjoy the show, make sure to go over to iTunes or Stitcher and give us a 5-star review. There's a place on there for you to write a review. Don't worry about that. No one reads those. In that space, what I'd like you to do is pick one of the things that we came up with and come up with your own version of said item. Do you want to, could you come up with the Blob mystery comic book, or perhaps the Mummy action TV series? Just come up with something. Throw it
And
out there.
comment down
read it in a
there
review.
so no one else reads it either.
Don't steal our idea though about the
No, do not steal our idea about the Creature from the Black Lagoon comedy movie. That one's copyrighted. So
I swear, I am going to start following Seth Rogan on Twitter, and that shit better not pop up.
Also, I've been asking people online for the opening question. So if you have an opening either or question for us, throw it our way. Cyrus, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me at videogamevirus.com and of course at epicallygeeky.com, and always doing videos on video games, that kind of thing. So that's pretty much what I do.
Very cool. Jay, where can we find you?
At my house.
Tell us how to get there, Jay.
Every time.
You go up Interstate 69.
J Red
Oh, I bet we did.
OMA
All the way up
Go all the way up.
on Twitter.
Interstate 69.
Chris, where can we find you on the internet?
I don't want to say.
Yes, where can we find you?
It's just above J.
Tell us in detail.
Oh, stop it. Okay.
As though we don't know already.
We got Google Earth.
Go ahead.
God.
Just set down that glass. I mean, what? Like, damn it! You. So I'm not watching you through your window that's open right now. What? This is so hard. No.
That's
Damn
what I
it!
was starting to think too.
Oh.
He's got breathing issues.
There's
He's
no
okay.
harsher criticism. Are you high? Oh. Failure. Sorry.
So, like I was saying, where can we find you on the internet?
On Instagram at Lake Life Mama.
Very cool. And Lewis, where can we find you on the internet?
You'll find me not in Canada.
That's
Why
right.
not? What's wrong with Canada?
We've got to do
Giving her
something
some peace of mind.
We've
Who's
got
at the other border?
Yeah, we got to do something about this racism.
The Canadian race?
Lou.
Oh, yeah.
Tex-Mex on Twitter, right?
Epicallygeeky.com.
Okay, there you go. All right, and for all of and of course you can always find epicallygeeky.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. For everyone, have a good night.